So we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with the best swing animations. Now these are the most popular builds. These are the most popular animations. So we're gonna be going over everything in this video. We're gonna have jump shots, dunks, shot create animations, drill moves, all in this one video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, so now let's get into the jump shots. Now when it comes to the best jump shots for the swings, this is the most popular build, so we're gonna go over this first. So when it comes to best jump shot for swings, I think we have new ones. I think the new one was J.R. Smith. Hopefully it's on here. Yeah, J.R. Smith is now on here. So if you guys want to use J.R. Smith, I'll give y'all some good releases to go with that. But I'm not going to be giving y'all that today. Today we're going to be going over the ones I personally would recommend and the ones I personally would use. Kyle Kuzma is the main base that I would say is my go-to. Now, I haven't really been using that lately, but if my jump shot feels off, I can go back to it and get my jump shot right back, sparking like crazy. The only reason why I don't use it as much, though, is because it changes timings. But if I get that same timing every single time, it's green bean. It's that simple. Now, when it comes to ones that I use in rotation, I would definitely have to say that's one. Torian Prince is another one. That's a really good base. When it comes to the last one that I've been using the most lately, I would have to say has to be Tobias Harrison. Shout out to whoever was in chat and told me to use it. Now, I had tested all these jump shots, but I'm gonna be honest, I did not like Tobias Harris as much as I do now. I don't know what it is, maybe with a couple packages and stuff like that, but Tobias Harris has been like my main jump shot across all my builds. So yeah, Tobias Harris is the one. Now, when it comes to other popular jump shots, LaMelo Ball, Jimmy Butler, Kobe Bryant, O'Shea Brissett, a lot of other jump shots. Just think of pretty much people that can shoot in the NBA, and they're gonna have a really good base. Now, the Stephen Curry of the swings is the Ray Allen's. Another one is the Kyle Korver. I think J.R. Smith may be in that area too, but the Ray Allen is the one I would say is the Stephen Curry of the swings. Now, when it comes to releases, the releases I've been running is Sadiq Bey. Now in the short, I kind of tweaked on y'all. I kind of only said the Klay Thompsons, the Jason Tatums, the Larry Birds, and the Oscars. But Sadiq Bey is definitely my go-to release right now when it comes to release one. And then my secondary release has definitely been Oscar Robinson for majority of this year. Now, when it comes to the build or jump shot, I try to go 50. I try to go release speed max, and then I try to blend it more so I can be able to use the jump shot. So it's like 65, I think. May even go 64 so I can get it as close as possible to 60-40, but since I can't get 60-40 on this build, that's just kind of how I do it. But yeah, I most likely probably do go 65-35, but you also got to be looking at the blending to see how good it meshes together. But yeah, this is the jump shot I've been rocking with for pretty much a good percentage of the past season, and that's probably what I'm gonna be rocking with for this season as well, trying to get them mascots for this season. Alright, next is going to be the dribble pull-up. Now, dribble pull-up is very simple for me. Me, personally, I like Michael Jordan the most, by far. So, that's the one I like to use. Now, the most popular one, arguably up there with even Trae Young at this point, is Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is a really good one as well. Now, they did add Jason Tatum this season. I haven't really used it a lot, but I don't think it's going to be as good as Michael Jordan. I like the pull-up animations you get on it, to be honest, but I just don't think it's going to be as good as Michael Jordan. I didn't really like the Kawhi Leonard last year. It seemed cool, but I didn't really like it. I thought I was going to like it, but it just wasn't for me. Zach LaVine, I thought it was going to be good. Didn't really like it. So the only ones I really could pretty much recommend, Michael Jordan, Tyler Hero, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. You got the pros, you got the normals. Those are really ones I personally can even recommend. I wouldn't really be able to go with any of those, and the one I've really been using for the most part is the Michael Jordan. All right, next is the spin jumpers. When it comes to the spin jumpers, now when it comes to spin jumpers, I'm gonna be honest, you can go with really normal or pro and be straight for the rest of the year when it comes to these swings. Kevin Durant is an okay one, but I think that these are the two best ones. No matter what you are, a small guard, a big, it doesn't matter. The only one you can get as a big is normal, but I'm gonna be honest, for the swings especially, definitely. You really don't even got to worry about none of that. If you're a guard, you would have to worry about this stuff. Not really. Not for this video. So normal, pro. I think pro, you're only using this if you trying to get maybe one a game just to throw off your defender. You ain't really did it all game. Maybe you're a three-point hunter. Maybe you're a rim runner. But you want to just throw somebody off their rhythm and do a spin back for a midi. Or not a spin back, but a spin jumper for a midi. Catch them off guard. Pro is really good for that. But if you want a variety of a lot of them that's really fast, really hard to defend, throw off your defender in a lot of different ways, I think normal is the one to go with. All right, next is the hop jumper. Now, when it comes to the hop jumper, it's really on you. Now, I had seen a video I was kind of trying to see. Apparently, there's a speed boosting glitch with this Jason Tatum, so I've been using it. I'm gonna be honest, I never think to use it in a game, but I'm gonna be honest, I think it does work. I don't know, maybe it does. If you're watching this video, let me know. But yeah, the ones I do actually use, I use the James Harden. I think Glenn Robinson the third is good. Zach LaVine is even decent, but mostly I would have to recommend James Harden, Devin Booker, the Harrison Barnes, the Pro, and the normal. Those are the ones I would personally have to recommend the utmost. Jason Tatum is right there if you actually can get like a faster speed boost, if you can like dribble out of it and then just start speed boosting like crazy. But yeah, it just really is what it is when it comes to that. I don't really know how that works. I'm not really one of those people, but I have heard that this was a thing, so I just want to make sure I mention that. All right, next is going to be the dunk packages. When it comes to the dunk packages, you really only need to put on certain ones. If you're talking about just regular dunk packages, I think quick drops off one or front clutches are the only ones you need to worry about. You don't need to worry about any of these off ones. You can go with an athletic one-handers off one. You can go with one of these tomahawks off one, or even the straight on tomahawks. But I would probably more so rather an NBA player one. And even if you go with just one NBA player one, I think Russell Westbrook is the best one. It has a great two-hand dunk package. It has some good one-hand dunk packages. It even has some of the better animations from the straight on tomahawk, so you don't have to worry about none of those bad ones. So I definitely would probably recommend mostly the Russell Westbrook dunk package. I think Michael Jordan is decent though. LeBron James is good for certain things. John Morant is good for rim hangs if you like to do that. So yeah, that's what I would personally say about the dunk packages when it comes to just regular. Now, when it comes to contact dunks, the way I say it, the way I look at it, you want to put on as many of the packages as you possibly can. So if you have Pro, Elite, and Small, put them all on. You're going to have more animations for more situations. So if you don't want to see the same animation over and over and over, I would just put on all packages. But if you want to have the flashiest ones, you can go with Elite, because we have dunk meters. So like you can actually make the frequency based off how good you are at the game. But if you don't use dunk meter, I would just put on as many of the packages as possible, so you have more animations for more situations depending on where you are and where the defender is. Now, when it comes to park dunks and flashy dunks, you can put these on because they do give you a boost to your takeover every single time you do a flashy dunk, depending on how flashy the dunk is. When it comes to standard dunks, I think the only one you really need to be using is the two-hand under basket regular. That's really all you got to do. Next is going to be the alley-oops. I've said multiple times, Pro is so much slower than Elite and Zion, so I would really purposely only put on Elite and Zion because it does change up the timing. But if you do want to have some standing lobs, maybe you want to lock or something, yeah, you can go with Pro and have all those on. Just get used to the timings and just make sure you're paying attention to pressing X at the right time. Now, when it comes to contact alley-oops, I think it's even more imperative to put on as many of the packages as you possibly have. If you're a swing, you're not going to be able to have the ability to put on big contact. You're not going to be able to have the ability to put on small, so you only going to have the ability to put on Elite or Pro. So just make sure that you have on both of these if you do possibly have it. If you only have the ability to put on Pro, just put on Pro. It's that simple. All right, next is going to be the layup packages. Now, when it comes to the layup packages, you can put on small on swings. So smalls, I think it's good if you like to do scoop layups, but if you're not doing scoop layups, there's not really much else used for that. If you're not getting long athlete, I think default swing is a really, really good one, so that's the one I am using. But if you do have like that 80 threshold, I do think Circus is a great one. But if you do have the ability to put on John Wall, I think that's the best one in that tier. If you do get John Morant for that next tier, so like 82, I think John Morant is the best one for that tier. But after that, you're able to put on long athlete, just put on long athlete. But yeah, I would definitely say John Wall is the best one for the tier for like the 80. But you do have some pretty good ones. I think Damian Lillard is kind of an underrated one. I like Zach LaVine a little bit, but not too crazy. Michael Jordan even has some really good animations, but you do have to have a higher layup rating for that. So that's why I didn't really guarantee that you would want to use that. But yeah, those are the ones I would have to say for the layup packages. All right, next is going to be the dribble animation. Now, 2K, they've kind of tried to give us more and more dribble animations. This is what I've told somebody in my comments the other day. The way I look at the dribble style, this is how you speed boost, and you can get a different type of speed boost from different ones. And you may rather the different type of speed boost. Like Kobe, that kind of reminds me of the 2K21 speed glitch. Curry kind of reminds me of like the older 2K speed boost, or like a Shifty from like the recent 2Ks, if you remember Quick and Shifty. And then you have Allen Iverson. I don't even really know how to describe the Allen Iverson, but that's really still on that level of like good, like for the 6'8s, or not the 6'8. I would say this is like more so the 6'7s. This is like the builds that if you have 92 plus ball handle or speed ball. I don't even know what's like the tallest height you can really have that. And then I would say the tallest height you can have the Kobe is 6'6". And then you have, I don't know if there's even a crazy one for 80. I guess Steve Nash and Chris Paul, but you have to be under 6'5". But yeah, then it would be like Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan, that's known as the best one because I would say it's the closest to being like quick, and that's what everybody has used for like the past couple years. And it's also the fastest one, but I would argue Kobe, Curry, and AI are just as fast. It's just different types of speed boosted. So yeah, but the real big thing about Michael Jordan is it's not only just the one that people are most familiar with, but also it's a 75 speed ball, so you can get all the way up to 6'9" and use it. So more builds are able to use it, and it's just the one that people are just more used to. So yeah, Michael Jordan, I don't know if they're gonna drop anything better than this. They need to give something for the 6'8", but they even need to I thought Morant could have been a good one if they would have did it a little bit better, but Michael Jordan is better. So yeah, but I thought they could have gave us something more along the lines that's just far better than anything that we have right now. But pretty much everything is just a little bit similar to Michael Jordan, to the fact that Michael Jordan is just the best one, so it's not really a point in going with anything else, which is why a lot of my builds I've been going with just 75 speed with ball. All right, so when it comes to the best signature size ups in the game, in my opinion, the best signature size up, or the one I personally recommend, gotta be Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a new one. That's what I've been rocking with. Before this though, I had been running with Rajon Rondo, but I really do mess with this Donovan Mitchell a lot for these 6'5" to 6'9". I'm gonna be honest though, the small guards kind of have the better ones when it comes to like the Steve Francis. I've heard it's like a glitch to get like the Steve Francis or any of those small guard ones on the swing. So if you do that, yeah, obviously use some of the best ones. In my opinion, the best one out of all those is hands down D Rose. But that's really just what it is. Tracy McGrady is very popular as well. De'Aaron Fox, I was using those two earlier in the year, but then I was moved on to Rajon Rondo last season. But now I'm messing really with Donovan Mitchell, which is really new. D-Wade is another one, but those are ones I would personally have to recommend or I would use. All right, next is the Size Up Escape Package. Now, Size Up Escape Package, you got a lot to really go with. Now, the two most popular ones, the two best ones is Stephen Curry and Trae Young. Now, I personally like Damian Lillard the most because it kind of combines like how it's like a faster Curry, but it doesn't have the Curry slide. That's what I'll say, because you do still have that LeBron hot back. You still have like good crabs and all that. I think the crabs in Damian Lillard is a little bit better. But I think you speed boost out of all the dribble moves and stuff like that faster out of Damian Lillard in comparison to Stephen Curry, in my opinion. But yeah, if you are like a 6'5", 6'6", you can get Steph Curry, Trae Young. If you're 6'7", you can get the Damian Lillard, the Kyrie Irving. But if you're 6'8" and under, you're gonna be looking at like Kobe, Paul George, KD, LeBron, Levine, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker, which is a new one. I had tested that. I ain't really like it. Or really one of the most popular ones for like 6'8", 6'9", John Wall. All right, next is the moving crossover. All right, so this is really varied depending on how you play. Now, I think Lonzo Ball, James Harden, Chris Paul, John Wall are all really, really good ones. Like, they're really, really good. But the most popular one, hands down, is Russell Westbrook. That's what I've been using like the past 2 weeks. But what I have been using was Jordan Poole. It's really, really fun and good to use. Now, if you like the rim run, which is a lot of people on this game, Zach LaVine is another one that's very underrated. But I do think Russell Westbrook is the most overpowered one because it's easy to get crabs. You can use it to rim runs. You can use it to get wide open threes. There's a lot of ways you can use this. It's really easy to do too once you get used to it. So yeah, I think I personally have to recommend Russell Westbrook. All right, next is the behind the back. When it comes to moving behind the back, I use Pro. It doesn't matter what comes out. It's not as good as Pro in my opinion, even if you have the Stephen Curry. Even if you have the Trae Young, I like Pro the most. Now, I think Scottie Pippen is very similar, but honestly, I was using Scottie Pippen. I'd rather Pro, personally, and it's not like even close. It's really similar. It just feels like Pro is a lot faster, it gains more space, and it's a lot harder to get bump stolen. I like Pro a lot because it's hard to get bump stolen. The reason why I don't use Damian Lillard, it gets bump stolen. I like Stephen Curry, I'm gonna be honest. I actually do like that one. But yeah, I just like Pro. Now, Damian Lillard is another one that's very popular, but I like Pro. All right, next is the move and spin. When it comes to move and spin, me personally, I only put on my move and spin this year strictly for spin backs. I don't really like the move and spins animation that you get when it comes to the pennies, the Kevin Durant, the LeBron. You do get that one spin back in all these, but when it comes to the variety of moving spins, or spin backs, I said that wrong. You do get that one spin back in all these, but when it comes to the variety of spin backs that you get in basic is really one of one. Now, if you're not a spin back specialist, you're gonna really want to go with one of the KDs, the pennies, the LeBrons, the Colas. but that's really on you. Next is the moving hezzy. Moving hezzy easily is Luka, KD, or Levine. I think Luka is the best one, but KD is up there. Levine is up there. But I don't even know what order I would go in. I do think Luka is like handily the best one, but these two are very close. All right, next is moving step back. And again, I think this is by far the best one. Luka Doncic step back. But the James Harden does have a really good snatch back. If Adrenaline Boost wasn't in the game, Jimmy Butler might be meta again this year like it was last year, but with Adrenaline Boost, it got nerfed really heavily. Jason Tatum is just good for side steps, and people don't really do side step, moving step back, so I would have to say Luka Doncic or James Harden are the only ones you really should be putting on. Next is the triple threat style. I think Michael Jordan is the best one by far, and I do think the triple threat style is one of the more underrated animation packages in the game. And next is going to be the pass style, where I say if you're not a guard, I think Nunn or LeBron are the best ones because you can use that in a lot more variety because you're not as much worried about it changing your teammates' jump shots, and it gets the ball out your hands the fastest. But if we talk about in totality, I do think LaMelo Ball is the best one. Or I think I said that wrong. It's LeBron James or Nunn are the best ones for like non-guards, and then LaMelo Ball in totality is the best one. That makes sense. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, just go ahead and make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications to be the first at every single one of the videos. I got some really important content coming soon. It may be some non-2K videos. It may be some non-gameplay videos. It may be some gameplay related videos. Y'all seem to really enjoy that testing VC stuff, so I'm gonna test some more stuff on y'all. Pause? But yeah, y'all know what I mean. I got some different type of content coming. Bro, it's season 7, bro. Let's be honest. 2K is going on a down. I really did like season 1 of 2K23. I don't know about y'all. I really did. But ever since then, it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And I don't know if it's because I've been playing 2K for so long or what. But we're going to mix it up just to make it a little bit more fun when it comes to the content. Y'all seen it really did mess with it. So we're going to try to give y'all some more stuff that I think y'all would mess with. So yeah, if you guys want stuff like that, just make sure to show the support. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, it's your boy Fitz, and I'm out there, man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!